My name is Wyatt Davidson. I'm 17 years old. Tennis means so much to me. When I wake up, it's the first thing on my mind, and when I go to bed, it's the last. I love the competitive atmosphere of it. I work hard every day to become the best player I can be and really push myself. I feel like I have the drive to become a great player. Commitment to me is everything. Every day you have to wake up with the goals in your head of what you want to become, and whether reaching that goal means by nutrition or by practicing or by training, the goals are all the same. You have to really be independent in the sport, and you have to really care and have that drive to become better. I want to go to a small liberal arts college because there's a great opportunity in the education. Not only do I want to be a great tennis player and have that motivation, but I'm also very highly competitive in the classroom as well as on court. I strive to make the best grades I can, and I strive to make my parents proud, so doing that on and off the court is important to me.
Wyatt is 100% dedicated to being the best that he can be. Wyatt works out 2 to 3 times a week, and what we work on mostly is developing power. An average length of a tennis point is 6 seconds. That means that the athlete has to be able to generate a lot of force very quickly. So we do a lot of interval training, we do jumps, we do plyometrics. Those are all explosive kinds of drills. We certainly work the core, we work the rotator cuff, but within 20 to 30 minutes, we are sweating and the heart rate is elevated, and we've got a lot of multiple muscle groups going, just like you would when you're actually playing tennis. We work very carefully on his dietary intake. We have a plan as to what needs to be eaten. It's all documented, and you have to put as much effort into that as you do, out doing your, tennis serves and your other drills.
He is totally dedicated to making himself a better tennis player. Wyatt just wants to be exceptional, and he knows to be exceptional, he's got to spend the time with it.
Success matters to him, and he's not averse to putting forth the effort, the hard work that success requires.
Wyatt's work ethic is far superior than a lot of kids that I work on a day-to-day basis. If I tell Wyatt to do something, he's already done it. And Wyatt would always show up early and always stay after if he needed to. Several times he just didn't think his serve was good enough that day, so everybody left, and he stayed 45 minutes extra and hit serves, which is what you need to do to the next level.
He is a tough critic on himself, but I think Wyatt's always trying to improve. And I think that's part of his own self-imposed measured process.
I mean, he's doing all the right stuff. He's training hard, he's eating well, so he's definitely getting ready for that next level.
When Wyatt decided to transfer to IMG, of course, we were really disappointed because we didn't want to lose him. We felt like coming up he was going to be an even bigger part of our team. But Wyatt felt like this move was a step to get him to a higher level in tennis, and it was what he felt like was the best thing for him.
The move to IMG is huge. Just now around here, he can play 5 or 6 hours a day. There's just not that much tennis here in Montgomery for people who can, who want to go that next level. The improvement since he started MG is unbelievable. Anytime you get into the environment of hitting 5 or 6 hours a day with that caliber of coaches and caliber of players, you're going to get better. Anybody that would, leave your house, your home, and move 600 miles away, definitely wants to get better at this game. You take a typical high school athlete, a tennis player. They'll play twice a week for 2 hours a day, maybe 3 days a week. Personal training, maybe they'll lift some weights on their own. Wyatt's doing 5 or 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, 4 days a week. Depends on the day, depends on how hot it is. And then he'll do at least 2 days a week of outside work. So he was definitely doing probably more than, put it this way, more than any other athlete I know as far as trying to get to a college. Wyatt is a great team player. I kind of had the privilege of coaching a couple of the MA high school tennis teams, the state championship teams he was on. And it was always Most kids, when they play, they go off and do their own little thing after the match, but he was always, after he finished his match, he would always go watch the other kids play, which is a good thing.
At practice, he pushes everybody. He doesn't just, put it on cruise control during practice. Not only makes himself better, but he works hard to make the other guys on the team better. He's the kind of guy you want on your team to be a good influence on the other guys on your team. And that's one of the reasons I hated to see him go too, because he had a really positive effect on everybody on our team.
Integrity starts with the individual. And in Wyatt's case, I never had to question whether he was somebody that valued that quality.
He believes in doing his best work. He believes in the hard work that goes into that work. He believes in putting in the miles.
Wyatt proved himself to be a very hardworking, diligent student when I had him in the American Literature course that I taught. He proved to be somebody that valued quality. No matter how much talent one has, hard work is indispensable. And Wyatt showed that that was a value for him, to work hard, do his best. When he put his name on the top of a paper, that work was well reflected, that it honored his effort.
Wyatt is hard on himself. He's not easily satisfied with his own work. He's a good student. He's what you would want. He's what you would want a classroom full of students to be.
He's going to be successful in life, whatever he does, because of his character.
Whatever college gets him is getting a well-rounded person, a person who's going to work hard, a person not going to quit, and a person that is going to try every single time they step on the tennis court. He's not on the tail end of his career. He's at the very beginning. Most kids by 17 or 18 are barely hanging on to get to college. He's excited to get there and excited to go through it.
Going to get a guy who's a total team player, who works hard, and who wants to be good, and he wants his team to be good.
I think Wyatt would do very well in a liberal arts environment where he could fine-tune or pick perhaps a more specific major at a smaller school that might provide him the opportunity to not be anonymous. He does well in environments that he trusts. He does well when he is surrounded by people that bring out his confidence, that bring out his best qualities. I would be excited for Wyatt to go to a school where he would be known, where he would not be a member of the herd, where he would know his teachers and his teachers would have an opportunity to know him well.
Thank you for your time, for watching the video, and I look forward to hearing from you in the future.